Hi guys, welcome back. Another episode of Junkin Treasure. That's what it is today. Today we are going to go get this boat that I've been trying to get since the first episode. And I'm going to try to do this by myself. I can't get help today. So let's just try it. I'm going to air up these rotten ass tires and fill it with some grease. I got her all greased up, aired up, everything else. I do have some pretty dry rotted tires on this trailer. I don't have any trailer lights, but I'm gonna go to Northern Tool and actually buy some of those stick-on magnet lights for my trip home. I'm gonna probably make it over there just fine. It's not that far. I will kind of explain this to you a little bit. I'm sure there's people that probably view this and be like, man, that guy's stupid. Yes, it is stupid, but there's a difference between completely stupid and just cautiously stupid. So cautiously stupid, I'm going to say, is just a risk take, and that's just what you have to do when you do stuff like this. You know, I could spend thousands of dollars getting new tires for this trailer to get this boat and not make any money. You know, odds are I'm gonna make it there, make it back. You know, if anything, I'll probably blow a tire. I got another tire in the truck. So those of y'all that think I'm an idiot, great. I'm glad you do, but have fun sitting in your cubicle office all day, because this is kind of stuff that I enjoy doing. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And I got old Dodge. She's gonna be pulling it home. Old Dodge, she's gonna make a milestone this summer for sure. I figure I'll kind of fill you out on old Dodge here. All right, this is my 2004 Dodge Ram. I bought it roughly 8 years ago, and it had high miles on it then. I bought it just to kind of hold me over. So we just bought the wife a new vehicle, and I just kind of bought it to hold me over until that her Jeep was paid for, and then I was just gonna buy me a newer truck then. So the Jeep has been long paid for, and this truck has just been phenomenal. I can't justify, absolutely cannot justify buying a new truck. I've had this thing from, I gotta make sure I don't run this thing in a ditch. I've had this thing from New York to Miami. I mean, I've had it all the way out to Texas. It has never left me stranded. I've had some transmission failure with it, as this trailer's so anyway, I had some transmission failure with it a few times, as most Dodges. The transmissions suck. I'm thoroughly convinced that a 48 RE transmission is probably the worst transmission. It's horrible. You get 100,000 miles on them, that's about it. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that have got way more miles, but you know, whatever. Every situation is a little different. But every time I did have transmission failure, the truck has made it home. It's limped it. I only had to have it towed one time in the 8 years. But I'm just keep on with this old truck. I mean, it just keeps going. And right now, truck prices are ridiculous. I might consider buying one if everything kind of comes down or calms down, but I mean, a new truck, I'd really like to have a dually. I do need a dually, but man, I'm not paying $100,000 for a truck. I just don't have that kind of money. So anyway, that's the story behind old Dodge. And I'm gonna get to my destination, and we'll go from there. So here we are. I can't really make this corner. I'm gonna have to do it with the machine, but we got the boat right here. So I'm gonna try to line the trailer up, and I'm gonna have to go on that side of the guardrail with the Freightliner and try to winch it from there. This is going to be kind of an interesting task, but I think I can get it. So we made it here. It didn't blow a tire. Quick overview on this boat. It is a Century Miramar 285. So it's a 25.5 foot boat probably. It's a 89. It does have the Volvo dual prop drives, which are kind of expensive. That's one of the reasons why I'd like to get it. They do have an okay amount of value yet, and I'll hop up and show you. Here's what we got on the inside. It is a old, rotten, crappy boat. There's really no sugarcoating it. This is the other reason. It's got two AQ 271s, which are pretty nice shape. I don't know if they turn over or anything, but that's kind of the risk you take. They're complete, and I felt them around, didn't feel any cracks on them, and it's like missing hose clamps and stuff like that, and the hoses are off, so that's like a really good sign that somebody's winterized this thing. So like I said, they don't know if it might have filled with water. No water's in the oil, so I'm just gonna wait till I get it home to see if they turn over. That captain's chair's chewed up because I could use it. So in the cabin, oh boy, this is disgusting. Holy crap. It's full of water. And it does have a good air conditioning unit in it. It's got a can't remember what they call that. That's a cruise air or something like that, but it's got a 8,000 BTU unit in it, which is worth some money. And it's also got this pull-out stereo from like the early 90s. I haven't seen one of those since I was a kid. Oh man, that was some high dollar stuff. I don't even know what brand it is, but it's vintage, totally vintage. And I don't see a refrigerator, unfortunately, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill a hole in the bottom of this thing and let the water out. Okay guys, this boat's junk. It's not worth restoring. Let me see if I can film this at the same time. You know what, I'm gonna stop it. I'm just gonna have to. Alright guys, this boat's junk. Not worth restoring, it's just completely wrong. Man, I didn't realize how hard it is to drill a hole in the bottom of a boat. I honestly thought this would be easy, but apparently it's not. And I smoked the bit. I thought for sure you could just use a wood bit on it, but man, it smoked it. So wood bits do not work with fiberglass. Got the trailer dropped off, and now I gotta run to Northern Tool to buy a few things. Then I'm gonna go home and load up the equipment and come back. Seems to be the cool thing these days is slamming your minivan. Toyota Sienna on air ride. I gotta admit, that's actually pretty cool. I mean, really. Here we are at Northern Tool. Gonna get some stick-on taillights and a strap. We got the John Deere all loaded up, and yeah, let's go get a boat. Alright guys, I can't stress to you enough on how dangerous this really is. This situation's a little worse than what I thought. The old John Deere will not lift this boat. The John Deere is capable of lifting around 5,000 pounds. I knew the boat was more than that, but usually it could like lift one end up or something, but it wouldn't do it. I kind of got the trailer kind of a little bit underneath it. I'm kind of jacking it up a little bit. One of the problems is it's full of water. I don't know how much weight that's adding. I'm sure probably more than I think, but it is draining out toward the back now. I'm trying to do this by myself. It's not fun. Oh Lord, I don't even know what to say. So I'm just gonna jack it up, and I'm gonna try to shove the trailer underneath it as much as I can, and then probably gonna have to come over here with the rollback and just try and see if I can winch it up, and then use the John Deere as a chock block, and hopefully it can sit there while it's being pulled in and hold the trailer still. I don't know if it's gonna work. I mean, if I can't get this sucker on the boat trailer, I can't get it. It's simple as that. I'd hate to pass this one up, but I like to say I'd have the equipment to do it. Maybe I don't. So let's see what happens. All right, I made a little bit of progress, but I screwed up my jack. Okay, I got it a little bit under the trailer, and it's kind of up in the air, but I can't really turn this camera around. I did, yeah, I bent the crap out of the pole, ran it over, everything else. This is kind of the hard part of doing things by yourself. So I did get it wedged under there. I'm almost wondering if it will winch itself onto the trailer now. So I may try to position the rollback and see if I can do some winching on it. I absolutely do not want to screw up my machine. That's like number one thing. This boat is not worth doing some damage to my John Deere at all. This is what makes my primary money. But I am going to use it for a, I got it kind of stopped right there, and this is pretty risky, but I'm going to try it a little bit, see what happens. But I got it stopped right there. It's only tall enough to get it, and I'm going to back up the Freightliner right there and see if I can get the cable all the way back to it, and then I'm going to wrap that strap I got around the back of it and try to pull it on. Let's see what happens. Alright, I got it hooked on the front hook. It's taking every bit it has, but it's pulling it up. I couldn't get the strap around it, it's too short. So it's actually making it up the trailer right now. And it's got the rollback, which against this guardrail, which is funny, but whatever. So now what I gotta do, I gotta move the damn John Deere. Alright, I got the John Deere in a much safer position now. Just a minor battle wound, nothing major. So it's in a safer position now, trying to hold the trailer in one spot. And the boat is actually technically on the trailer, so I'm gonna bring it forward just a little bit more, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about my old jack, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna pull it forward just a little bit more. All right, I believe she is on there. That's a pretty decent position. I can't talk at all, geez, probably the heat, but it's centered up fairly good. It could be a little better, but it don't really matter too much. This is a pretty good sized trailer, so I know kind of roughly how big of a boat I can put on this thing, and it looks pretty big. So that worked out pretty good. Except for that guardrail got bent a little bit, but I don't really care. Ain't my crap. I'll fix it with a skid steer. So, man, it's cool having some big toys. I know I could have bigger, but this is probably just the right size not to have that much of a headache. So, let me reel this thing in, and then I'm gonna see if I can bring this thing around front a little bit. My poor jack, it still works though. A little crooked. Boat's gone. Let's go use it. Remember this place? Nice vibe, good food, pool tables, basketball, and hookahs. I wonder where they brought them. And probably the blue truck that used to be sitting there. Hookahs. I got her all strapped down. I got the John Deere loaded up. And it's time to go home and get old Dodge. Bring it home. Got the old Dodge hooked to the big old boat now. I had a chainsaw. I wish I could have got that on video, but I didn't. There's no way I could have done it, but I had to chainsaw a big slit in this thing just to get this water out. It was harder than it looked. But I'm gonna let it drain for a minute. I'm gonna head to the house. Alright, we got the boat going down the road, and one of my lights fell off, and it's just skating along. I hate these magnet lights, but what do you do? I can't stop right here. I'm just gonna have to let it drag along. Jeez. Alright, I'll go ahead and give you a briefing because I'm waiting on a train. So anyway, I didn't really get a whole lot of footage after. I really wanted to like kind of show cutting a hole in the boat, that kind of stuff, but the guy was standing there, and I was running out of time, and I just needed to get the heck out of there. So we got her hooked. You can see it right there. You can see it. And so far it's been smooth. I'm only probably 7-8 miles from the house. No flat tires yet. So anyway, yeah, I have a light that fell off. These stupid lights weren't even long enough really to even matter. So I hate those magnet lights. I don't think I'm going to buy them ever again. It seems like I only get one time out of them. They fall off and drag the ground. But anyway, I'll just see you back at the house. I just wanted to give you a quick briefing. Finally got this ugly beast home. That was a pretty smooth trip. I kind of expected a flat tire or something, but didn't happen. Couldn't be more thankful. So I guess the next step is I'm just gonna check it out a little bit, and I'm probably gonna chainsaw these motors out, maybe, or maybe rip it apart with the excavator, whatever's easiest. Looking at these motors here, and this is a very good sign right here. It's got some green antifreeze in it. See, this one does the same thing. Yep. So that's a very, very good sign. That means these motors are definitely not frozen. It's been winterized. I guess the next thing to do is see if they turn over. And I don't really know what the easiest thing to do on how to do that with these, because there's that stupid raw water pump on the front of the crank. So I might try to see what we can do to short the starter out or something and see if it will turn that way. Alright, I got a little bit of good news. Luckily these Volvos, they have a little window here so you can stick something in there to turn with the flywheel. And this motor, this one turns over a little bit hard, but it does turn over. And this one here turns over absolutely great. I think if this motor had just a little bit of lube or some kind of oil priming or something like that, and it's got these little caps that go in there, it would probably be fine. I mean, it turns over, so just a little stiff. But what do you expect? So they're not frozen busted and they turn over. So I believe these should be good motors theoretically. And they only have 360 hours on them, roughly. So they shouldn't be wore out either. Alright, anyway, on to the next thing. Like I said, this boat is no good, so let the fun begin. I can't really do this one-handed, so. Oh man, I need some help to help me. I tried to watch if I can get right in there. Taking me longer because I gotta do this one-handed. Man, if I could have field crew here, that'd be great. Alright, here's a little better view. I was actually really careful not to rip any of the wiring or these cables, even though this is a pretty destructive way to do this. But hey, who knows? It's fun. Come on now. But give you a better view. Here's a speaker. Anybody want a speaker? This is gonna make it easier to pull these motors out of here for sure. So anyway, here's another reason why this boat is no good. This wood right here, this is part of the transom, and it's soaked and it's rotten. I mean, like, you can literally just stick your finger down in there, and you know. So yeah, that's part of the transom. So this boat is very much so no good. So anybody who thinks, oh, you can restore this, blah, 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 you know, yeah, well, put $20,000 in a $15,000 boat. You're more than welcome to it. I'm just gonna pull the motors out and get all the stuff out of it that I need, and the rest will go to the dump. So much fun. Well, it's been a couple days, and I got a little bit farther with it. I got the motors taken out, and this has just been an absolute pain in the side. I actually sold the drives, and I need to get them out. It's not been fun. I've been working on it for a couple days, actually. Something that should only take like half a day is taking a couple days. Everything's rusted on it. The motors are out anyway, so anyway, I'll keep picking at it. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I screw this thing. I got the drives out finally and got them shipped off. They're sold. Made a more than enough money on those that I care to do. I still got the motors for sale. I gotta check those out yet. I've just been super busy, so I don't know when I'm gonna take this thing. I was wanting to film this thing going to the dump, and then getting crushed by the bulldozer. I might do that still later. You might get to see it, but I'm gonna wrap this one up at this, call it an episode. I got so much footage for this one. I'm gonna pick a few more parts off of it, and that's about it. And it's hotter than crap outside. I don't have a shirt on. Sorry ladies, I'm taken. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. This was the adventure of getting this free boat, which I've kind of started this whole deal with. And it is finally home. I finally got it ripped apart, and it turned out fantastic. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this, and keep an eye out for some more in the future.